Welcome to the Charron Zone. Happy 2019. Just want to give you guys a quick reminder. Do me a favor and go to howtobookgigs.com and download my free mini ebook / guide to how to book gigs. And I've got the 6 steps to stage success in there that I have developed throughout my career, the past 10 years of being a professional musician, and it is the system that helped me go from the bars to playing the big stages and opening for national acts. Anyway, I want to talk today about success and our idea of success, whether or not you're successful. And it's very easy to go through your career and just be like, oh well, someday when I'm on the radio and I'm selling out stadiums or arenas, then I'll consider myself successful, and then I'll be happy. I think that's a really tough way to make it through, because it's going to take a long time for that to manifest itself. And along the way, if you're miserable because you're not that successful as you're shooting for, and you're not happy along the way, then I think that makes for a very tough life. And 2018 was very challenging, especially the end of it, with different people in my family, health issues with people in my family, very, very serious. My girlfriend Smidge, very serious health issues. I went through some very serious health issues myself. So all kind of at the end of the year, and things it kind of puts things into perspective. So I can speak for myself, where I've been guilty of just really trying to push forward with music and book gigs and gain fans and write music and put out music and always kind of just like holding your breath, like, okay, is this good enough? Is this good enough? And quite honestly, I've gone through a long period of my life where I wanted to be successful. I wanted to consider myself successful, and it took, I think, a lot of these things happening for me to kind of sometimes, when bad things seemingly bad things happen, or very intense things happen, you kind of change your perspective on things. And I had to slow down and think, all right, you've gone from back when I first wanted to be a musician, and all I wanted to do was be able to, my goal was to play a song by myself, with nobody else hearing it on the guitar and singing. And then my next goal was oh my God, it would be amazing if I could just go to a bar at an open mic and play one song in front of a few people. And then at the same time, it'd be amazing if I could just go to a party and play one song, and people would be like, wow, that's so much fun. And then, of course, all these little tiny steps that we all take. And so, I guess what I'm saying is, try to set yourself, bigger goals for the year, and for 5 years, and for your career. You want to have that big vision, the big vision, the big goal that you're pushing towards. Then, of course, you want to set yourself small goals. I want to be able to play solo acoustic gigs and make money. And then for me personally, I needed to actually make a living doing that. So that was another one of my goals. And then another goal was to get from the bars to playing with a band, and then then get to the playing festivals. And so I guess my point is, my advice to you guys is to set your long-term goal, the big grand picture, the selling out arenas and the winning Grammys, and also set very short-term goals that you can relatively easily achieve, by baby steps, and then celebrate those. I'm coming up. Every time I booked a bar, I would celebrate. Oh my God, this is so great, because that's the level that I was at. And then, when you book your first festival, celebrate. When you book your second one, celebrate. When you book your first opening act for a national, celebrate. I guess what I'm trying to say is, just try to work on focusing on those short-term goals and accomplishing them, and being happy and proud of yourself. And really importantly, I think a lot of us musicians, the last thing that we want is to have our family and friends that we grew up with and stuff not consider what we're doing worthy of what we're doing, and kind of let them down. So I know that personally I've always wanted to be successful and go back home and have my family and my friends be proud of me. And that's a really great place to get to. So I think that if you're proud of yourself when you reach these smaller and intermediary goals, then everybody else will be proud of you as well. And definitely, I've had to look back and realize that, wow, what's my idea of success? Well, I already passed it. I realized that this past year I've passed my idea of success, and I'm going to keep going, and I want more, and I've already set goals, and I'm working towards those. But I think it's really important to sit back and let yourself exhale and be proud of what you're doing, because it's hard. It's really, really challenging. As you know, if you're listening to this and you're a singer, songwriter, performer in a band, a musician, whatever, you know how incredibly difficult it is. So give yourself a lot of credit. Give yourself a lot of credit just for getting up the next day and not, giving up, because it's always, it was always in the back of my mind. I always knew that this is what I had to do, but at the same time, it was so difficult some days that I was like, forget it. It's too much. It's too much. You're putting yourself out there. You're getting people hating on you, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter what kind of music you play. It doesn't matter if you're the greatest musician in the world, greatest performer in the world, greatest at booking gigs. You're always going to have people hating on you no matter what. It's just a numbers game. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys is give yourselves a lot of credit just for doing it. And no matter where you are in your career, be proud of yourself. And the more proud of yourself that you are, then I think that your friends and your family and the people around you are going to be proud of you as well.